The irony with the Cape Town Affordability Challenge is that a lot of Cape Townians and a lot of people first got technologies like Airbnb thinking it was going to help them pay off their home loans faster. What's happened instead is that houses that could be housing locals have become commodities for tourists. What happened? These kinds of technologies are more efficient at arranging short-term accommodation than local governments are at coordinating housing for their own people. It's a problem. It's a differential or a problem of coordination. In my novel, The Queer Book of Revelation, I describe this problem by having a company called Virtually Real Estates create a housing solution, quote unquote, where people can upload their consciousness to a virtual reality, hence the name Virtually Real Estates, and they put their bodies away in storage. You think that's strange? With the amount of time people are spending on their phone, they will very quickly become comfortable with virtual worlds, and the technology is developing. Like there's a fruit fly that was uploaded or had its nervous system copied into a virtual world by a company called Eon Systems in the real world. So that's the solution that happens in the Queer Book of Revelation. It creates more social and other problems downstream. You'd have to read the book to know what. But when we don't know who's really doing the coordination, we get confused between people who are coordinating and people who are consolidating. So for an example, in South Africa, many years ago, a piece of legislation was designed to include people who were left behind in the mainstream economy, especially as a legacy of colonialism and apartheid, called B-BBEE, among others. What happened was companies implemented it mostly in silos, and politically connected people implemented it in their own patronage webs. The vast majority of South Africans got left behind. Then some politicians came into the picture and they're like, maybe I can pretend to be coordinating, but I'm really consolidating political power by diagnosing the problem and then naming a scapegoat. And over time, those politicians become really powerful, but they don't solve the problem, and each new political voice adds to the cacophony of voices pretending to coordinate but really consolidating. Even the big political parties do it. If it is a coordination problem, and if technology exacerbates it, then maybe technology can fix it. This is the premise I'm working on for some social problems where I think, look, if a technology like Airbnb can accidentally knock a whole market out of kilter like this, maybe one can design it back into alignment. So stay tuned and follow what I'm doing with that. And if you haven't as yet, get yourself a copy of the Queer Book of Revelation because I wrote it, but also follow my work with technology and transformation and all of that.